Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and welcome to Wasteland Talks, my weekly talk show where I talk about whatever the hell I want. And this week I have another edition of ranking to take up some time from back when I didn't get to do these rankings because I didn't have the show yet for some of the directors that I did on Welcome to the Wasteland, and I'm going to be away, so hopefully you'll enjoy these episodes, much briefer episodes than normal, but I'm ranking all of Stanley Kubrick's films from last to first, all 13 of them. So this will definitely be a shorter list. But starting at number 13 is Lolita, because I can't. This movie is beyond uncomfortable, and from a filmmaking standpoint, acting, all that stuff, I just can't. It's just not something that I enjoy. It's not something that I feel connected with or appreciate on most, if any at all, levels. Number 12, Killer's Kiss. This is a real solid kind of crime thriller. I enjoy it. It has some pieces to it, but, it's definitely like early on Kubrick, still not quite Kubrick. But number 11, Fear and Desire. There's something very Kubrick about this war film, and something deeply disturbing in moments, and just deep down, animalistic. And there's great shots, there's intense sequences. Not fully there yet, but it definitely has its moments. Number 10, to the top 10 already. My number 10 is The Killing, a Great Noir, Sterling Hayden. Time is the Essence. This is a thrilling film. Number 9, Full Metal Jacket. If I'm just ranking the first part of the film, this would probably be higher. Because, Arlie Ermey, amazing. Matthew Modine and Vincent D'Onofrio really sell that training section of the film. And even when they do get to Vietnam, the whole MICKEYMOUSE is so disturbing with all the flames and everything. And it has intense war sequences, but I just feel like it doesn't live up to the first part. And also, everything above this is peak Kubrick for me. Number 8, Eyes Wide Shut, erotic thriller, Tom Cruise, Nicole Kidman, and Cindy Pollock. And this is a disturbing and eerie and weird and just, masked sexual, just masked orgies in crazy rich people mansions. And Tom Cruise having quite the 2 nights and days of living through quite a night that he probably will wish to forget. And even though New York looks ridiculously like London, because it was London, this is quite the thrilling film. Now we got top 7. So number 7, Spartacus. The most studio film that Kubrick, I think, has ever done. Kirk Douglas and Laurence Olivier and Tony Curtis. Peter Ustinov, top to bottom, incredible cast, great sword and sandal epic, just impeccable acting from top to bottom, and this is Kubrick really showing his scale. Number 6, very much a Kubrick film, but also a war film, Paths of Glory. Kirk Douglas is amazing again. The moral quandaries in this, the intensity, the stark black and white, the incredible war sequences, just everything is clicking on all cylinders here. Now, the 5 most Kubrickian movies on this list. We got number 5, Barry Lyndon. Just peak cinematography, lighting, costume design, everything. Ryan O'Neal, I've definitely grown on his performance more. This is quite the story of Redmond Barry's descent into just desolation. And it is quite the epic, ripped out of paintings, beautiful cinematography, and some of the most ridiculous white people dancing at the beginning of this film ever. You'll know what I'm talking about when you get there, but this is impeccably directed, tension top to bottom. Number 4, Dr. Strangelove, or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. Incredibly hilarious, incredibly dark and ominous, and just I have no faith in the world anymore. And just Peter Sellers killing it with his 3 roles. Mein Führer, I can walk! And just Strangelove, fantastic. George C. Scott is one of my favorite actors, and he just kills it here. And just the craziness, the absurdity of it. Slim Pickens riding in on the bomb, and then Symphony, a waltz with nuclear weapons blowing off. Boom, there it is, credits. Now these top three are definitely the most Kubrick. And my number 3 is A Clockwork Orange. And Malcolm McDowell is disturbing. This movie is disturbing. It is striking. It says so much about human nature and the evils of human nature and what's free will, repression, government involvement, brainwashing, all kinds of crazy dystopia. It is an incredibly hard film to watch, so please be warned. My number 2 and my favorite horror film of all time, The Shining. Oh, I won't get sued. The Shining! And Jack Nicholson is the most unhinged Jack Nicholson has ever been. Poor Shelley Duvall. And this is striking. The music is bone-chilling. The cinematography, the colors, the framing, the absurd and unrealistic and impossible dimensions of this hotel. There's just fear and tension from the very beginning, and it just keeps digging deeper and deeper and deeper. The evocative imagery, the whole sequence in the bathroom. You've always been here, Mr. Torrance. Oh, I surprisingly quote that way too much. And then my number 1, which is no surprise to anybody who really knows me very well, is 2001: A Space Odyssey, because this is peak, high concept, hard science fiction. And each part is incredible. The Dawn of Man is actually my favorite. I just am in awe of the visual storytelling that goes on, and HAL 9000 is one of the most incredible antagonists in the history of film, and also reinforces my robophobia, because why wouldn't it? Because screw you, Hal. Screw you. All the way up to the most bizarre wormhole, whatever the hell finale this is, with the Star Child and everything, and the monoliths. I have the monolith as the background on my computer at work. That shot of the sun aligning with the monolith, because this is strikingly beautiful and an incredible piece of science fiction filmmaking and just pure cinema. But those are my rankings of Kubrick. Let me know what you think. Comment below. If you haven't seen any of them, treat yourself. Maybe not the Lolita. I just can't. And I don't feel comfortable recommending that to people either. But this Kubrick, one of the greatest of all time. Go check out his filmography. If you want to discuss things, put them in the comments. And check out my episodes of Welcome to the Wasteland, where I took a deep dive in each and every one of them. But those are all my thoughts on Stanley Kubrick's filmography. Ranked them from 13 to 1. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland Reviewer.